Welcome back. This is the fifth and final film of our Italian road trip series. We've spent the last 2 months travelling through Italy in our little rusty van. We've slept in and hiked on the jaw-dropping mountains of the Dolomites, walked the beautiful streets of Venice, and made our own olive oil in Tuscany. Now we're heading to the coast. Nicki, aka Nicki Positano, has invited us to spend a week in her beautiful home nestled in the hills on the Amalfi coast. Nicki and Carlo made for the perfect hosts and tour guides as they showed us around this beautiful part of the world that they call home. Nicki took us on a walk to get our bearings. She took us down the many, many steps to get to the town and beach.
How many steps did you say it was down to the town?
It's just about 1,000. We never managed to completely count them all because we always bump into somebody and start chatting and then you forget how many you've got to. But yeah, it's roughly 1,000.
Wow.
The weather was perfect, and because the summer season had just ended, the streets and beaches were quiet.
De la veille me laisse sans voix et mes jeunes années.
I love Positano. I was actually here many years ago during the summer when it was so jam-packed with tourists because it does get extremely busy. But it is November and the sun is shining and it feels like the summer. So we have gotten so lucky with the weather and this place is incredible. It's good to note that in the summer there's actually beds here that run up to €350 for the day. So you could come here and spend a fortune, or you could come here in off season and spend a lot less and maybe not get a bed if you're on a budget. But yeah, this place is just stunning. And when I came here, I actually came here on a backpacking solo trip, very little money, and I just did a day trip. And now I'm with Triggy and Adam and Nicki and the dogs, and oh, it feels so good. Doesn't it, Triggy? Yeah. But just look at this. The next day we ventured down on our own to have an explore, and this time we packed our swimsuits. But first we stopped off at a friendly corner shop named 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 grocery to pick up a sandwich. Everyone's so friendly here. Everyone loves dogs.
Everyone loves dogs so much here.
Easily. This was a typical little Italian corner shop with a healthy selection of pasta. It's so nice because we've come to this deli and they do vegan sandwiches, so they're going to put all like the tofu and the grilled veggies, and we're going to take it to the beach for a nice little picnic.
It's really cool because we got to choose our own bread. They literally just pick the tofu off the fridge and they're just going to cook it in the back here completely fresh. So yeah, it's absolutely ideal. I've never been to a shop where they just will make you a vegan sandwich from their ingredients that are dotted around the shop, so it's good.
There is something special about the warmth Italians seem to have towards dogs. Having a dog seems to lift everyone's mood that little bit extra. They're so nice in there.
So friendly.
Just so friendly and just really welcoming. And they're like, come back, enjoy your picnic on the beach. At the beach, we saw the bars and restaurants were being dismantled until next season. We sat down and enjoyed one of the best sandwiches we've ever had, with a view of the town of Positano stretching up the hillside behind us, and the crystal clear blue sea in front. Hands down, no exaggeration, the best tomato I've had in my life.
That's insane,
really. It's juicy, it tastes like real tomato, so flavoursome.
If you get lucky with the weather in November, then I would say this is probably the perfect time to come.
After enjoying our sandwiches, Trigger went swimming in the sea for the very first time.
Go on, Trigger.
He is a natural.
This water is perfect.
So we are going up the 500 steps back to Jits to get the waterproof bag, our SUP board, and we're heading out onto the sea. Very exciting, but I'll tell you what, you do notice these steps first thing in the morning.
The first challenge was to dig out the SUP board from Jits' storage. And the second challenge, we missed the bus, so we're gonna have to walk down 1,400, 1,500 steps with the SUP board and everything.
Oh,
And
dear.
I'm sorry you can't all fit on here. I'd take you all if I could.
And down the steps we went, Triggy making friends as we go. It actually wasn't too bad, but going up would probably have been a different story.
As you're walking into town, you can just smell all the bakeries. It just smells like sweet bread. It's so nice. It's like, the closer you get, there's just a big waft of Italian breakfast.
It's probably to keep you motivated to keep going.
Yeah.
So this is our first time that we've taken out our SUP board since our adventures in Cornwall. The great thing about having a van is that we were able to park up right next to the Yeti where we were able to dock out. This time we had to walk down 1,500 steps to get here, but it's amazing.
We're pumped up, we're ready. Time to get on the water.
Another first for Trigger.
Yes, little adventure dog.
We're all out on the water, all the dogs are on board, the sun is shining.
The water is crystal clear.
You can see right up until the bottom, it's crazy clear.
Amazing, and there's fish everywhere.
Yeah,
Tropical looking fish.
yeah. And Triggy's on board. Good job.
Perfect. This is absolutely perfect supping conditions. The water's flat as anything as well.
She's rolled in something on the beach and she stinks.
Oh
no! And so we paddled along in the warmth of the sun, feeling as if we were in a postcard. Nicki and Carlo showed us a spectacular cave. Whoa, look at this! Look at the colour of this! I don't know if the GoPro is picking it up, but it is gorgeous.
Unbelievable.
We then paddled to a small beach, usually the setting for one of the most popular beach clubs in Positano. Wow! So we're just gonna dock over here at the beach and just look at this view.
Okay, you ready to get off?
Yeah. Trey, are you ready? Go on. Good job!
Well done, Greg. This is absolutely beautiful. I can't think of a better place to stop and have a little rest, a little swim, and listen to some tunes. So this is the Soundcore Motion Boom Plus, and it is an absolute monster of a speaker. I know it looks a bit extra because it's quite huge, but trust me, it's really light, really portable because it's got this strap with it, and the sound is so good. And I think because it's so big, that is why the sound is so good, because it's got room to make bass, and I can really feel the bass from it. It's actually even got a button on the top there that says bass to be able to bring the bass out. Obviously fully waterproof, so you can even take it with you on your SUP to the beach and have a little party. It's fully submersible, which a lot of speakers I know are only just splash proof. It's fully submersible even in salt water. I've always loved really decent speakers. I get really excited about it. I don't really know the tech specs, but I know what I like when I hear it, and I love this. And we've done a few tests with some other speakers, and this one has outperformed all of them, even at similar price point. So if you are interested in getting one of these, then check out the link in the description, and there's a discount code.
Carlo, you going for a swim?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Great. I thought you'd say it was too cold.
No, it's not cold.
Good.
After those of us who had swam had dried off, we left the beach and paddled over the aqua blue water back to town.
Edit Adam here, just quickly interrupting to say that we forgot to mention, but we had so many great entries for the name of the SUP board, which was in our Cornwall film. And I think the winner, did we decide, is going to be Tom?
Yeah.
Tom, as in Tom Cruise, because it says Cruise on it, and it's stupid. We know it's stupid, but it just made us laugh so much. Another really good one was what, and it took me a little while. I was like, what do you mean what? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
That was a really good one. So that's a close second. So thank you to everybody who did leave a comment and leave suggestions for the name.
I just love it because people just get involved with their silly games, and so yeah, thank you so much for getting involved.
Thank you so much. Back to it.
Luckily, we managed to catch the bus all the way back up. We are absolutely spoiled. We are being taken to a lovely spot to watch sunset, and the colours are just getting beautifully golden. We're very lucky. We're very lucky to have you. The best host ever.
Oh, thank you.
The perfect spot for us to enjoy the sky show off its creative flair as it paints the land and sea with orange. The following day, and Nicki continued with her A+ hosting by teaching us how to make pasta from scratch. The pasta is simply made from flour, water, and a pinch of salt. Nicki was a great teacher.
Right, your turn.
Okay.
We'll start with this, but we'll probably end up needing more. Figure that out later.
Needing more? Is that a pun?
No.
Show me
So
again.
get a ball,
Yeah, break off a little ball.
push your thumb into it,
Push your thumb into
roll it along the table a bit, and then pop it inside out.
Pop it inside out.
Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. Perfect.
Perfect!
Yes.
That's an orecchietta, which
perfectly
means
imperfect.
little ear.
Little ear.
Oh, that's like
It does look like a little ear.
It was very satisfying to see our collection of little ears slowly build.
This is so much fun, and it's so mindful, and as like filmmakers and photographers on the road, it's very unusual for us to actually do anything with our hands. So to be doing this, like the olive picking and making pasta here, it's just really nice to do something tangible and in the real world.
Yeah.
And it's mindful, and the fact that we're going to get to eat this, added bonus.
Satisfying. Carlo arrived home, but he prefers eating the pasta.
No, I am very thirsty. I need to shower and then I come back.
Oh, when it's
I
ready.
promise.
Yeah,
When it's cooked.
ready. Once finished, we put them into boiling water for about 5 minutes.
I am really excited about this. I've never ever in my life had fresh pasta, and it's really nice because this recipe doesn't include eggs. It's like, what is it made out of? It's very simple.
Similar flour, water, a little bit of salt. That's it.
That's it. Incredible. So simple, and I'm sure very, very delicious.
After topping it off with some breadcrumbs, it was ready to eat. Yum.
I'm not good to make pasta. I'm very good to eat pasta.
Official pasta taster.
Oh, thank you so much for this.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely.
It's so delicious. I'm trying to slow down so that I can appreciate every single bite, and it's taking up so much of my willpower.
Yeah.
I don't want it to end. And you've already finished.
I finished it straight away.
I'm really trying to make this last as long as possible. After our pasta settled, it was time to go on a short hike to a beautiful viewpoint. Girl. We tackled the 500 plus steps up to the town of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 before ascending further. Only in Italy would you have a pizza oven outside of a church. Look at this.
We'll ignore the graffiti.
As we walked high above the town, we were treated to some spectacular views. And as we walked around the last corner, we were greeted with this.
Whoa.
Oh! Look at this.
Wow, that's crazy.
This is called 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏, meaning pierced rock, which gave the town below its name. Just look at this place. It's absolutely magnificent.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you so much, Carlo.
You go that way. I go that way.
To get to know Nicki better, check out our podcast episode with her, where we talk about her life on the Amalfi coast, creativity, YouTube, and sobriety. After 2.5 months of travelling through Italy, it's safe to say we have fallen in love with this place. We feel like we could spend a lifetime exploring this country, so much so that we've started looking at small properties. One of our future goals is to buy a renovation project somewhere in Europe. It's safe to say our journey back towards the UK had its ups and downs. The upside being that we managed to stop into our friends and fellow travel YouTubers, Sara and Luca and baby Luca. It was amazing to get to spend some quality time with them. Those of you that follow them will know that these two have embarked on some brilliant van life adventures and how they've recently survived a harrowing experience. We recorded a very open podcast episode with them where they shared a lot. The not so positive side of our journey back was that Jits had a very typical breakdown.
Classic Jits. Like, our time is running out to get back to the UK. The starter motor.
Motor starter.
Luckily, it's the first time we had any problems with her since the beginning of this trip. Not so lucky that Adam was running out of visa days.
By Wednesday, otherwise my visa is out. Brexit.
He will be illegal. We had a lot of driving to do on the final day to get back in time, but thankfully, we just about made it.
So we had a great time looking at properties in Italy, and we haven't exactly decided what we want to do yet. We haven't found the perfect property, but we are keeping our options open for sure. We're looking in Italy, we're looking in Portugal, and yeah, it's definitely something that we're bearing in mind for the future. We're not about to pull the trigger and make a quick decision.
But it is going to happen like sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just something that we wanted to share with you guys, something that we've been thinking about a lot, and it's something that's really exciting. And it kind of leads on to part of the reason about why we didn't make it all the way down to Greece. I know in our Cornwall video we said, and you know, the intention of this trip was to go to Italy and hopefully even carry on and make it down to Greece. 2 reasons that we didn't. First, kind of like Brexit and all of the visa rules. Second is that we just needed a bit of a break from van life, and we've spoken a lot about this in our podcast, the fact that we want a bit more of a base and we want to
Travel differently.
Travel in a different way. Yeah. So for us, 2023 is going to have a lot of different sorts of travel. Like, we're going to go backpacking. We want to go east. We want to go to like places like India, Nepal, Bhutan, Indonesia. So yeah, we're very excited about the year ahead. We've we want to like develop our filmmaking as well, like from a creative point of view. It's going to be really nice to go and make films in a completely different part of the world. It's something that we really enjoyed when we were doing in Costa Rica, because everything just looked so different and it was just really inspiring from a visual point of view.
Everywhere you looked, you just like, oh, you just felt that zing of just wanting to capture it and share it. So yeah, we're really excited about that.
Exactly. So yeah, so there's that. We've just made it back to the UK. We're in the UK for Christmas, and then 2023, off we go, hopefully, making some films. And we really hope that you guys can join us. Even though it's not going to be van lifey, we will be back in the van. Jits is just going to be waiting for us in the UK, because we are going to come back and we're going to do loads more van life stuff, we're sure. Maybe in Jits.
If she makes it.
Yeah, maybe in Jits, maybe in
another van
that we build out or something. But yeah, we've got exciting times coming up. So yeah, we just wanted to wish you guys Merry Christmas, that was yesterday, and a Happy New Year. And yeah, let us know.
I was going to say the same thing.
Oh, go on then.
Let us know your New Year's resolutions, because I always love hearing those.
And what you were grateful for from 2022, because I love, like, at the end of the year, I love looking forward and looking back. I try and do it all the time and not just at New Year's, but New Year's is a good excuse to do that. So yeah, we look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments, and we hope you can join us next year.
Thank you all so much for watching. We really hope to have you join us for our adventures in 2023, and we look forward to sharing our films with you. As always, thanks for being part of our journey and for your continued support.